Hi, and welcome to the Week 2 video lecture for EPOP's ITP course. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe. Sometimes the videos will be a little bit late, and I apologise for that. But if you subscribe to the channel, then every time you go to YouTube, the video should pop up automatically for you to view. So, Week 2, you might have finished it already. If you have, please watch this anyway, and just make sure that you do have the main ideas for what you're supposed to do in Week 2. So, in the textbook, we're looking at pages 56 to 63. And the main point of today's class is to get an idea of what should go in the introduction to an essay that gives an opinion. So the whole of this semester, remember, we are looking at essays to give an opinion and then giving 3 reasons to support that opinion. So in week 2, we're looking at the introduction paragraph, and then in week 3, we're going to look at the body paragraphs, and then in week 4 we're looking at the conclusion paragraph. So for weeks 2, 3 and 4 we're just cutting down the essay into 3 small parts, and today the main part is the introduction. So what do we need in an introduction paragraph? Well, there are 2 main points that we have to include in the introduction: the topic and the thesis. For the topic just means, what is the essay all about? Are you talking about being bilingual? Are you talking about wearing uniform at school, or schools giving time for sport, or for music, or the death penalty, or abortion? Whatever the topic is for the essay, you need to make sure that the reader knows the topic by reading that introduction paragraph. The essay does not start at the title. The essay starts in the first word of the first paragraph. You cannot say, "I agree with the title," because we don't know what the title is. The word count starts where your essay starts, and that's where the examiner, that's where the marker, that's where the person reading your essay is going to be looking first. So you need to introduce the topic. Tell the reader very clearly in 1 or 2 sentences what is the topic of this essay. Next, the thesis. And you'll see here, hopefully you can see here, there are 2 parts to the thesis: your opinion and the topics or the points, the main reasons that you have to support your opinion. Now, some people might want to put the summary first and then the opinion second. Some people might put the opinion first and then the summary second. It doesn't really matter. It is important that we have both these parts though. When I've finished reading your introduction, I should know the main things that you are going to discuss in your essay. After I've read the introduction, I should be able to guess what will be in paragraph 1, in paragraph 2, in paragraph 3. And I should be very clear your opinion. Take a look at this. This is for an imaginary title. It's not part of the EPOP. This is for a title that you might have looked at back in A1. The advantages of being bilingual. Bilingual meaning speaking more than 1 language. So around the world, people speak many different languages. This can be difficult when people travel or trade internationally. Those who can speak more than 1 language will get higher positions and more opportunities. Therefore, it is beneficial to be bilingual. So I suppose, if you look at this, you have to deconstruct it. Where is the topic? Where is my summary? And where is my opinion statement? Well, the topic should always be the first part. And so if you look at the first part, it says, around the world, people speak many different languages. That's just a basic fact. The essay is talking about, do we speak 1 language or more than 1 language? And so the essay starts by setting that topic. Around the world, people do speak more than 1 language. Then we start to narrow it into the main points that we're going to discuss in the body of the essay. So you'll see, this can be difficult when people travel or trade internationally. Okay, so we're looking at traveling around the world, we're looking at trading around the world, and the problems that we can have if we cannot speak the same language. Those who can speak more than 1 language will get higher positions and more opportunities. They'll get a higher position in a company. They might become the manager or the trading manager or the salesman, rather than just working in the home office. They might have more opportunities to travel to different countries. They won't be stuck in their home country. So, from looking at this is the summary part of my introduction. And you can guess that I've got at least two main points that are going to come up. Traveling and trading. And the advantages that people have if they speak more than one language. So finally, I finished my introduction by showing my opinion. Therefore, it is beneficial to be bilingual. That word, therefore shows that I'm about to give my opinion. It's the end of my introduction. I know that the opinion is now coming. So, at the basic level, an introduction needs to have two parts. It needs to have the topic and the thesis. And the thesis can be broken down into the opinion and the subtopics, so the main points that you're going to make in the essay. As you go through this chapter, you will see different ways to write the introductory sentence. So if you're looking, for example, at page 60 and 61, it looks at 4 different ways that you can write. You could do a funnel, going from the broad down to the narrow, going from around the world down to the specific point. It is beneficial to speak more than one language. You could do something that's very interesting or dramatic if you're telling a story. You could do something historical to show the background of the topic before you get into the main points that you want to make. These examples on page 60 and 61 are at a much higher level. And for those of you that want to go to university, these are things that you should be able to do. But ultimately, in every single one of these examples, you should be able to identify the topic, the subpoints, and the opinion. If you can get all 3 of these points into your introduction, then you're going to write a good essay. Go practice. Good luck.